Welcome, sports fans, to today's roundtable, and what a week it's been in high school basketball here in Southeast Missouri. We've almost completed all the district tournaments. There's still some to be played for today, but we've cleared out most of the district tournaments except for one, the Class 2 District 3 Advance in Oran will take place this afternoon. But the others that we've completed, we've had the privilege to show a few of them here on our Channel 21 and SemoSportsZone.com, and we're going to get to some of those highlights in just a moment. And also we'll have Coach Brad Botsch, the Bernie basketball coach, along with us here momentarily, talk about their win last night in the Class 2 District 1 final from Bloomfield, in a game we brought to you right here on Channel 21. And it's been very exciting, and we're going to show you the schedule coming up that we're going to follow for state tournament basketball here for the next few weeks, leading to the road to the Final Four in Columbia. And let's go ahead and take a look at some scores over the past few nights in district tournament action. And taking a look at the boys Class 1 District 1 finals, took place last night. Risco over Naylor 67-53. Risco coming away with their 4th straight district championship, and what a run they've had over the past few years. They move on to the Class 1 sectional round, and we'll talk about that sectional matchup coming up a little later. And in boys Class 1 District 2, Scott County Central defending their district crown over the past handful of years, defeating Leopold 64-58. Highly anticipated matchup between those two last night at Scott County, and Leopold been strong all year, been winning in dominant fashion. Going into that game, you'd had to put down Leopold as the favorite, but Scott County just turns it up to another level when it comes to district time, and that was the case last night, pulling out that victory on their home court for their district championship. They move on to the sectional round, and they will try to defend their three-time state championship here in Class 1 in the state of Missouri. And boys Class 2 District 1 final from last night, it was Bernie over South Pemiscot 48-45, and what a game that was from Bloomfield last night. And we got some footage of that we'll go to. And starting out the game, and this is what it was for South Pemiscot early on. Second chance opportunities. We saw Seth Harris put in a second chance point there, and now Gilmore gets his own. And a very defensive-oriented game this game was, very low scoring, and it was nice to watch both these teams go at it. And there's Landon Woods with a drive and a follow-away jumper. And now David Baker on the drive, finishing in the paint. And Gilmore in transition pulls up the elbow. Nothing but net there in the second quarter. And Gilmore puts up a shot, and that was one of the plays of the game right there. David Baker with a block in transition gets his easy two. And a deep three by Jacob Trammell, and he knocked about 4 or 5 of these down last night. Big shots from Trammell last night. Here's a nice behind-the-back move from Baker and a finish in the lane. And now we got Wilburn on the drive, and he finishes in the lane. And what an end this had here last night. And just look at this. Free throw puts Bernie up by one. And South Pemiscot had a chance to take the lead on that runner right there and couldn't get it to go. But on the other end, they've got another chance to take the lead. A three by Trammell on the left side, right on, just a little strong. And Bernie comes down with a rebound. They hit a free throw to go up 3. And now South Pemiscot's last chance, got a chance to put it up at the buzzer. Jacob Trammell comes up just a little short, and the Bernie Mules come away with that Class 2 District 1 championship from Bloomfield last night. And what a game that was. South Pemiscot had some opportunities late to either tie that game or go ahead. A couple turnovers there late. They just couldn't get that shot to fall, but Bernie pulls it out by 3 last night, and what a game that was. We knew going into this season it was going to be a very competitive Class 2 District 1, and certainly turned out to be the case. South Pemiscot, the 5 seed, definitely had the toughest road to the finals. Had to go through Portageville in the first round, then Hayti, the number 1 seed in the semifinals, and almost pulled it out against Bernie in the finals. But great game last night. South Pemiscot, a great season. One of the most improved teams from the beginning of the year to now. They've really come a long way. Coach Bidwell's done a great job down there with their season, and Bernie Mules having a very successful season. I think they stand at around 23-6, and a very successful year. and they'll move on to the Class 2 sectionals, and they will take on Winona in the next round. And we'll have Coach Brad Botsch along with us here momentarily, talk about that game last night. And moving on to other games, we've got boys Class 2 District 2. Winona defeats Thayer 69-43. Winona advances, and they'll take on Bernie. And boys Class 3 District 1 from Thursday night. And what a game we had. We brought to you Thursday night Charleston over New Madrid County Central 60-52. And a very intense game there from Malden Thursday night. Here's a drive by Willie Jemerson with the finish, and another sophomore on the other side, Delfinko Bogan, having a nice night with a jumper there. Jay-Sean McDaniel, three-pointer on the left side, knocks that down for the Eagles. And now Ryan Parham doing his thing, going into the paint, splits the defense up with a tough shot. And now we've got Delfinko Bogan with a nice layup there in the paint, and now pushed ahead. Shandor Webster with the basket and the foul. And it went back and forth all night long, and it was the Blue Jays pulling out in the end, 68-62 from Mullen. The Charleston Blue Jays defend their district championship for the third year, or for the second year, the three straight district championships for Class 3 District 1. They look to defend their state championship this year in this state tournament. And taking a look at other scores, we have Clearwater over St. Pius 68-65 in Class 3 District 2. That'll be Clearwater and Charleston, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And girls Class 1 District 1 last night, it was Naylor over Koshkonong 64-49. They advanced to the Class 1 state tournament. Girls Class 1 District 2, Scott County Central, no problem with Delta, 79-25. And in girls Class 2 District 1, Hayti over Portageville last night, 58-39. Hayti, the last seed, only 5 teams in that district, coming away with that district championship. So quite a run for the Hayti Lady Indians. And Class 2 District 2, Neelyville over Greenville, 70-42. And in girls Class 3 District 1 from Thursday night, Twin Rivers over New Madrid County Central, 68-53. In girls Class 3 District 2, Saxony Lutheran over Clearwater, no problem, 76-41. And those are your scores from the past few nights, and some great games this week. And we had a privilege to bring a few of them to you, and we'll look forward to bringing more in state tournament play beginning next week, which we'll talk about a little later. We're going to take a break and be back with Brad Botsch, the Bernie basketball coach, talk about that big game last night from Bloomfield. Don't go away.
With an interactive home security system from New Wave, your family comes home to peace of mind. Now we bring you the future of home security. Arm and disarm your system remotely from your office computer or iPhone. Even look in on family or pets with live video from inside your home. In an emergency, our 24/7 alarm monitoring responds with the help you need. Peace of mind wherever you are. Now available from New Wave Communications.
At Glenn St. Kennett, we have a lot full of inventory and the best rebates of the year. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glenn St. We just want the opportunity to talk to you about your next car or truck. The rebates are the best of the year and interest rates the lowest to work with. It's a great time to buy, and our people are excited to help you make the right choice. We realize you have a lot of dealers to choose from, but I can assure you no one appreciates your business like we do. Glenn St. Kennett, and God bless our troops.
When I was a kid, we didn't have all these wireless devices. We only had one computer plugged into the wall, and we were grateful.
Technology changes fast. Stay ahead with blazing fast internet speeds from New Wave Communications. New Wave delivers the internet with incredible speeds, up to 50 megabits per second. Pick the package that's right for you. New Wave, the area's fastest internet, period.
Kids today don't know how good they have it.
Let's talk about next year. This is the time of year to reflect on last season's crop and make decisions for next season. What mix of crops should you plant? Should you buy new equipment this year or get by another year with what you have? We'd like to help you make the financial side of your planning a little easier. Our ag department knows agriculture, and they're local.
Stop by and see us
at First Midwest Bank.
And now we're along with Bernie basketball coach Brad Botsch, coming off last night's victory in the Class 2 District 1 finals. And Brad, have those nerves calmed down yet?
It's kind of settling down a little bit now. Just it takes a little while to soak in when you accomplish something you work so hard for, and we feel fortunate coming out on top last night.
Sure, and well, the ending of that was just surreal how that ended up. You looked like you had a comfortable 5-6 point lead with about 30 seconds left and a few turnovers, and South Pemiscot's right there with a chance to take the lead, so it had to be tense, especially on those sidelines.
Oh, definitely. I mean, seemed like every possession was just crucial. We had opportunities to kind of extend the lead at different points of the game, and South Pem just kept fighting right back, and it's difficult to put a good team away, and our kids were just pretty hungry to get the win, and anytime you can win a district championship, you got to feel good about it.
Sure, and Brad, no, this won't surprise you that a fifth seed ended up in the district championship with South Pemiscot, and you can look back to last year, Hayti, the 4th seed, come away with it, and that's just how deep that tournament was this year in Class 2 District 1.
Oh, sure is, and our first round game against Sands was tough, and then Bloomfield played Holcomb tough. I mean, it was extremely deep. It was just about 7 teams deep that really had a shot to win this thing, and it's always funny to see the prognosticators somewhat get out there and say, well, this team, that team's going to win it. It's just not near that easy. It's a war every time you get in there, and those teams want it just as bad as you do, and you just hope your work and the time that you put in comes to fruition by getting the win at the end. And South Pem really brought it last night, and hats off to Coach Bidwell and his kids. They had a great season, and he's really done a great job down there. And like I say, we feel fortunate to get that win, and it never gets old. And I'm really proud of our kids.
Sure, and a great year you've had so far. Do you stand at 23-6 so far? Is that right?
23-6.
Okay, and you're going to go into the sectional round, and you're going to take on Winona in the next round over at Three Rivers College Wednesday night. So, do you know anything coming in about them so far?
I'm fixing to make a run out west to try to get some more information about them and make some contacts. And we played them this summer up at South Iron, and they're big. They've got some talented guards, and I think they've got about a 6'8" kid inside, and it's going to be a real challenge for us. I think our kids will embrace the challenge and prepare as hard as they can and give us the best opportunity to win and move on to the next round. You really don't care this time of the year if you win by 1 or by 20. It's just kind of survive in advance and make it to the next round.
Sure, and had some great success here in the past few years. Going back a few years, had 2 straight trips to the state championship, so you certainly want to make another run like that going towards Columbia. And as you well know, looking back at one of those state semifinal games where a kid had a wide open layup and just missed it there at the end of the game, you just got to take advantage of the opportunities that are there and advance. So you'll certainly think that going forward and in that Class 2 state tournament. And talking about the game last night, great performance by David Baker. It seems like he's just been so consistent here in the last month, and you can always count on him to make a big play for you.
Yeah, I was really proud of all our seniors. I thought Landon Woods really stepped up for us. Sam Turner got some big rebounds down the stretch, and David was David. I've said that a lot this year. David is a scorer at heart, and he he really had a great second quarter and a third quarter, and when we really needed him the most. And our kids did a good job of getting him the ball where we needed, to get it to him. And our juniors, had some good moments too. And we emphasize great team play and being there for each other. And I thought everybody pitched in and did something to help us win last night. This, like I say, this time of the year, it's you do whatever you can do to get the win, and it doesn't matter how it comes, just as long as you get it and move on to the next round. That's the most important thing. And we were able to hang on last night, and we'll do every single thing we can to continue to advance.
Sure. Then, Brad, it seems like your team plays at its best when you're knocking down that outside shot, and it really opens up things for Baker and Woods to get inside and to make things happen on the drive. But those shots didn't come so easy last night. I know you hit a few, but they were few and far between. South Pembescott and you all both guarded well on the perimeter at most of the game, and it seems like you really adjusted well. Baker got his space when he needed it, and it seemed like y'all won in a different way that y'all typically do, knocking down that outside shot, but just got it done in the end.
Yeah, they really got out on our shooters, and they played an intense man-to-man, very physical. I thought they had their main shooter. I think he made five threes, and that was a point of emphasis for us. But he still got shook free, and he hit some real bombs from way out there. I thought Troy and BJ had some decent looks at times, but they didn't go down last night. I think Sam hit one or two, and then Landon Woods hit a big three. And he's really not known for that, but he can shoot that shot. And South Penn did a great job getting out on us, and I thought we guarded pretty well for the most part. We switched it up a little bit. We played a lot of man, but we played some zone too, try to give them some different looks and make them make decisions. And like I say, it was a good a possession here, a possession there. Came right down the wire, and I thought we got some key rebounds. South Pembescott's the best rebounding team in the district by far, and that was kind of a scary thing for us because they're more athletic and physical than what we were, and they got some hard-nosed kids that really do a good job going to the glass. So I was we got the ones we needed when we needed them the most, and that's a tribute to our kids.
Sure, and we saw early on South Pembescott, I think in the first half, close to half, if not half, of their points came off second chance opportunities. So they really crashed the boards hard, and did a better job in that second half controlling the defensive boards. But it was a great contest, a classic that will certainly be replayed here on the channel for the days to come. And Brad, we appreciate you spending some time with us, and good luck at the next round. You got Winona over at Three Rivers College Wednesday night, and we'll be looking forward to that one next week, and good luck going forward.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. You guys covering us. Thanks, Tyler.
Okay. Take care. And that's Brad Botsch, the Bernie basketball coach, taking a word with us. And what a game last night. We'll be replaying that today. It's Saturday noon and 6:30 today through the weekend. So be sure to catch that one. That was a classic from last night. We'll also try to play the Charleston-New Madrid game from Thursday night as well. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more coming up.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
I'm a full-time wife and mom, and I also work as a substitute teacher. You can see why it seems impossible to get a college degree, but with Southeast Missouri State University's regional campuses, it really is within my reach. I can get a degree without leaving my hometown, and that's important when you have a family. Getting a college degree isn't easy, but Southeast makes it convenient.
Call Audubell Hearing Center at 1-800-499-8786 or visit one of our locations in Dexter and Poplar Bluff, Missouri today.
And now we're going to take a look at the updated brackets for district and state tournament play here in Southeast Missouri. And let's take a look at the Class 1 state tournament as Risco defeated Naylor last night. They will match up against Scott County Central once again. I think we're going about maybe 3-4 years straight now, 3 at least, going back a handful of years. And they will match up Tuesday night at Bloomfield. And we will bring that game live to you from Bloomfield next Tuesday night. So you got to look forward to that matchup, that rivalry there in the sectional round going back to a couple years. And we'll bring that to you Tuesday night from Bloomfield live here on Channel 21 and SemoSportZone.com. And also it's Eminence and Hurley. Eminence and Hurley, they're in District 3 and 4 in their sectional round. So the winner of those games will match up in the quarterfinals. And those quarterfinals will be in Dexter the following Saturday, next Saturday. And take a look at Class 2 state tournament. Bernie and Winona face off at Three Rivers College at the Best Activity Center next Wednesday night. And Orion and Advance, the Class 3 district championship, will take place today, this afternoon. So we'll know the winner of that district as they take on the District 4 champion in that sectional round. And the potential quarterfinal game will be in Farmington. The quarterfinals will be in Farmington, and we look to bring that to you live as well next Saturday here on Channel 21 and SemoSportZone.com from Farmington, the quarterfinals. And the Class 3 state tournament, Charleston, the district championship over New Madrid. They'll take on Clearwater in the sectionals. And in the other quarterfinal, we've got the District 3 champion, I think might be played today. And then Maplewood, Richmond Heights, one of the top teams in the state. They're in the sectionals round waiting on the District 3 champion. And the quarterfinals, or excuse me, the sectionals, Charleston and Clearwater, will take place in Dexter, here in Dexter, this coming Wednesday night, and we're going to bring that one live to you right here on Channel 21 and SemoSportZone.com, live from Dexter. And take a look at the Class 4 District 1 Boys Tournament getting underway actually today. It actually gets underway today. Kennett takes on Dexter today, and Sykeston with the first round bye. They'll take on the winner of Kennett and Dexter. Cape Central, the second seed, will take on the winner of Notre Dame and Perryville. And Class 5 District 1 Boys, Jackson, the top seed, take on the winner of Seckman and Fox. And Oakville takes on Poplar Bluff. And that gets underway Monday, and it's in Oakville. And take a look at the girls' brackets in the Class 1 state tournament. Naylor will take on Scott County Central. That will be Wednesday night over at Best Activity Center in Poplar Bluff on the Three Rivers College campus. And the other sectional round is Bunker taking on Chadwick. In the Class 2 state tournament for the girls, it's Hayti Neelyville taking on in the sectional round. That will be... I'm sorry, I got these wrong. This one's going to be at the Best Activity Center. The Class 1 will be in Bloomfield. That'll be in Bloomfield. Wait a second. Class 2 will be... Class 2 will be in the Best Activity Center over in Bluff. The Class 1... the Class 1 will be in Bloomfield Tuesday night. Get a little backwards here. In Class 3 state tournament, Twin Rivers will take on Saxony Lutheran. That'll take place this coming Wednesday night here in Dexter. And in the other sectional round there, we got Carnahan versus Herculaneum of the district championship today in Principia taking on Lutheran. Lutheran in the other district championship, District 4. And the Class 4 District 1 girls getting underway this next week. Dexter with the top overall seed takes on the winner of Kennett and Perryville. Notre Dame, the second seed, taking on the winner of Cape Central and Sykeston. Class 5 District 1 girls, Jackson with the top overall seed. They'll take on the winner of Fox and Seckman. And Oakville taking on Poplar Bluff in the other semifinal. That Class 5 District 1 played in Oakville. And we'll take a look at the upcoming games we have for the televised schedule. We've got the Class 1 sectionals taking place in Bloomfield, and that'll be Tuesday night, Risco versus Scott County Central. And we'll be live from Bloomfield Tuesday night with that matchup, so look forward to that one. We've been playing that for about 3 years straight now, so it's going to be a great game between those two teams. Probably a little bit better matchup this year. Should be a good matchup there in Bloomfield Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we'll bring you the Charleston and Clearwater game, 7:45 from Dexter. So look forward to that at 7:45, Charleston and Clearwater here from Dexter Wednesday night. And Thursday, the 28th, we've got the Class 4 District 1 finals at Dexter. And we're going to bring both the boys and girls games live to you Thursday night. So look forward to that this coming Thursday. And next Saturday, we've got the Class 2 quarterfinals at Farmington. That'll be at 6 o'clock for the boys game. We're going to bring that one to you on Saturday, March 2nd from Farmington. And Wednesday, March 6th, the next Wednesday, we got Class 4 sectionals at Mineral Area College. We're going to bring both the boys and girls games from Mineral Area College, and that gets underway at 6 o'clock for those sectionals. And the next Saturday, March 9th, we've got the Class 4 quarterfinals at Farmington. That'll be at 6 o'clock. We're going to bring both the boys and girls games from Farmington for those Class 4 quarterfinals. And that same Saturday, we're going to have potential state championship games for classes 1 through 3. So if we got some state championship games that day, we'll be playing those as well. So probably might potentially have a whole day worth of basketball there on Saturday, March 9th. So look forward to those upcoming games over the next few weeks here on Channel 21 and CMOSportZone.com. And we'll look forward to bringing you state tournament action and potentially state finals and semifinal games here on our channel and online. So look forward to it. It's a very exciting time. It's the time we wait all year for, coming down to the end of the season, the road to the Columbia and the Final Four. And we're certainly on it now for classes 1 through 3, and we'll be looking forward to that for the next few weeks. And let's take a look at some rankings. This is the final week for rankings here for the state of Missouri and Southeast Missouri. And take a look at the state rankings for Class 1 boys. Drexel at number 1. 2, Leopold made it all the way up to number 2 in the state, and they're out of it at this point. Scott County Central defeated them in the district championship last night, and what a season by Leopold. Just come up a little short last night. 3, Medville. 4, South Iron. 5, Mercer. 6, Glasgow. 7, Eminence. 8, Everton. 9, Fair Play. 10, Ridgeway. In Class 2 for the boys, West Platte at number 1, 2, Salisbury, 3, Billings, 4, Canton, 5, Holcomb, 6, Oran, 7, Cole Camp, 8, northeast of Cairo, 9, Hayti, and 10, Iberia. In Class 3, Madison Prep at number 1, 2, Maplewood, Richmond Heights, 3, Charleston, 4, Fatima, 5, Cuba, 6, John Burroughs, 7, Higginsville, 8, Stratford, 9, St. James, and 10, Alton. Class 4, Lafayette of St. Joseph at number 1, 2, Duchesne, 3, Sykeston. They get knocked off their top rank for the first time last week due to that loss to New Madrid. So they moved down to number 3, 4, Liberty North, 5, Mexico, 6, Hillcrest, 7, Center, 8, Republic, 9, St. Francis Borgia, and 10, Normandy. In Class 5, Hickman at number 1, 2, Blue Springs South, 3, Rockhurst, 4, Lee Summit West, 5, CBC, Christian Brothers College, 6, Hazelwood Central, 7, Ladue, 8, DeSmet, 9, Nixa, and 10, Webster Groves. And taking a look at the girls state rankings. For Class 1, Walnut Grove at number 1, 2, North Mercer, 3, Dadeville, 4, Norborn, 5, North Andrews, 6, Mountain City, 7, Chadwick, 8, Camoy, 9, Wellington Napoleon, and 10, Woblue. And Class 2 for the girls, Silex at number 1, 2, Archie, 3, Sturgeon, 4, Crane, 5, Seymour, 6, Skyline, 7, Crocker, 8, Marceline, 9, Thayer, and 10, Salisbury. In Class 3, Saxony Lutheran at number 1, 2, Blair Oaks, 3, Herman, 4, Principia, 5, Hamilton, 6, Lutheran St. Charles, 7, St. James, 8, Dixon, 9, Ash Grove, and 10, Southwest Washburn. In Class 4 for the girls, Incarnate Word at number 1, 2, West Plains, 3, Republic, 4, Miller Career Academy, 5, the Dexter Lady Bearcats, 6, Mary Institute of Country Day Schools, that's MICDS, 7, St. Charles, 8, Westminster Christian, 9, Kirksville, and 10, Pacific. In Class 5, Truman at number 1, 2, Rock Bridge, 3, St. Joseph's, 4, Blue Springs, 5, Parkway South, 6, Parkway North, 7, Park Hill South, 8, Hickman, 9, Ozark, and 10, Nixa. Those are your boys and girls state rankings. And take a look at the Seymour Sports Zone Top 25 poll for the boys. This is the final poll. Sykeston remains at number 1, 2, Charleston, 3, New Madrid County Central, 4, Clearwater, 5, Leopold, 6, Kennett, 7, Oran, 8, Jackson, 9, Holcomb, 10, Hayti, 11, Bernie, 12, Park Hill Central, 13, Poplar Bluff, 14, Cape Central, 15, Advance, 16, Farmington, 17, Notre Dame, 18, Portageville, 19, Oak Ridge, 20, South Pemiscot, 21, Donovan, 22, Twin Rivers, 23, St. Vincent, 24, Risco, 25, Chaffee, and just on the bubble, Crothersville, Scott County Central, Bloomfield, Scott City, and Clarkton. And that's your final regular season poll from Seymour Sports Zone, and also for the state rankings. We'll have final rankings here in a few weeks as we end the season here for boys basketball. And for the girls' top 10 poll for Seymour Sports Zone, Dexter with the number 1 ranking as they've been all year. 2, Saxony Lutheran, 3, Notre Dame, 4, Jackson, 5, Poplar Bluff, 6, Twin Rivers, 7, Scott County Central, 8, Neelyville, 9, Clearwater, and 10, Woodland. And that rounds out your Seymour Sports Zone rankings for the final regular season poll. And we're going to take a break and be back with more coming up.
Welcome to NFL Total Access,
the show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
With an interactive home security system from New Wave, your family comes home to peace of mind. Now we bring you the future of home security. Arm and disarm your system remotely from your office computer or iPhone. Even look in on family or pets with live video from inside your home. In an emergency, our 24/7 alarm monitoring responds with the help you need. Peace of mind, wherever you are. Now available from New Wave Communications.
And now there we go. And now we're along with Kyle Bellum. He's with the 360 Sprint Cars. And Kyle, appreciate you being on the show today. What we got coming up?
I appreciate you having me. Well, our first race of the year this year is going to be, it's about a month away, March 16th in Little Rock, Arkansas, so it's coming up pretty quick.
Okay, so racing season's upon us. It'll be here before you know it. Actually, we got the Daytona 500 this weekend, so we'll be looking forward to the racing season getting underway. And just tell us about your circuit.
Well, last year we ran the ASTS Warrior region, which is mainly a Missouri-based circuit. We ran a lot of races at the Wheatland racetrack. It's one of the nicest facilities in Missouri. We ran US 36 up near Kansas City. We ran all over California, Missouri, Double X Speedway. Yeah, it was just a good year for us. We ended up coming up second in points. Jonathan Cornell ended up winning the points deal, but we were a few points shy. Just had a couple things go wrong, but it was a really good season for us. So we're looking to build off that and go into this season and try to just improve off of last year.
Okay, and talking about your circuit this year, what kind of area are you going to be racing in?
Well, this year we're probably just going to be hitting around, running whenever, wherever. So we'll probably be doing a little bit of. We go down to Little Rock pretty often in a family-owned car, and then I drive for Jeff and Jerry Smith all around Missouri, and we'll probably do some Knoxville, Iowa stuff. Maybe even some USDS stuff down south. Maybe Malden area, PD, Arkansas, maybe even Memphis. So, like I said, we're just trying to map out our schedule right now and see where the year takes us, kind of take it week by week and just try to hit up, probably have a 45, 50 race schedule. So just try to be busy and go out and try to race for the win.
Sure. And when's your first race coming up?
March the 16th in Little Rock.
Okay, March 16th in Little Rock. And how long does your season stretch out?
Well, we'll start March 16th, and then actually at Little Rock, and I think we usually end at Little Rock at the last weekend in October, Halloween weekend for the Short Track Nationals down there. So it's a big 15,000 to win show and draws a bunch of cars. So it's always one that we like to put on our schedule to race in.
Sure. Yeah, it's quite a season there. And
Yeah, it's a busy year, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
Sure, that's pretty much how it goes with the racing. That's for sure. Taking a look at your Circuit 360 sprint cars, is there any way people can keep up with it online anyway?
Yeah, I actually have my own website, which is www.kylebellum.com. You can keep up with some there with results and schedule and everything like that. And then ASCSracing.com is like the main series, so that's one where you can kind of see where there's some upcoming big events, and ASTS races all over the country. So if you check into that website, you should be able to find something where you can go watch.
Sure.
Also, Twitter and Facebook. You can follow Kyle Bellum Racing on Twitter and Facebook, and we keep it all live updates throughout the night. So.
Okay. All right. There you see there on the screen, KyleBellumRacing.com, and keep up with Kyle Bellum and the circuit he's running with, 360 sprint cars or sprint racing, and we'll be looking forward to if you make it up around this area, Malden, and you're up around here. And good luck this year, Kyle, and we'll be looking forward to seeing how the circuit plays out.
All right, well, we really appreciate you having me on. I just got to do a few shout-outs here. We'd like to thank PPG Automotive Finishes, Color Vision, Tiger Towing out of Columbia, Albright Heating Air out of Columbia, Missouri. So we just want to thank everybody that helps us out and all the fans for listening. We couldn't do it without them.
Sure, of course. And Kyle, good luck this year, and we'll see how the circuit plays out.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Bye.
And Kyle Bellum of Kyle Bellum Racing for 360 sprint cars, and it's racing time once again. We're getting into that season. Daytona 500 this weekend, and Danica Patrick winning the pole for that Daytona 500. So it creates a big storyline going into the race, which is good. You want to certainly get a lot of attention around that race each year, the big Super Bowl of NASCAR racing. So there we go. And let's take a look at some college games that are taking place this weekend. Second-ranked Miami at Wake Forest, 11th-ranked Georgetown at 8th-ranked Syracuse. We've got Arkansas at 5th-ranked Florida. TCU at 9th-ranked Kansas, and that'll be a rematch of the upset earlier in the year where Bill Self said the Kansas Jayhawks couldn't beat the Topeka YMCA team way back when. I don't know exactly what the quote was, but it was a good one. But they'll try to avenge that loss to TCU later on today. And Missouri takes on Kentucky over in Lexington, Illinois at Michigan, which is going to be a big enough game. Got it down twice. Actually, I was looking to put Michigan State and Ohio State there. In there, they'll take on each other tomorrow. That's Michigan State and Ohio State tomorrow. Ball State's at SEMO, Troy at Arkansas State, and Three Rivers' last home game later on today against Highland Community College. So that's what's on deck for today in college basketball. And that's all we've got for today, and we'll be looking forward to bringing more games to you live throughout this week and the next few weeks here on Channel 21 and SemoSportsZone.com. And it's a great time of year, starting to warm up just a bit, and we're coming down the end of the boys basketball season. Very exciting. We surely should have some teams representing Southeast Missouri and Columbia this year in that Final Four, and we'll certainly be looking forward to that. And we'll look to bring you those state finals and semifinal games as well. If we've got some local teams participating, and we'll try to bring those to you here live on YHC as well. So have a great week. We'll see you throughout this week. Got games coming up. Got a lot of games coming up this week, so stay tuned to YHC Sports and the Sports Zone this week, throughout the week, and we'll keep you updated. And until next week, take care and have a good one.